What's good, fellas? Welcome back to yet another episode with Sellouts All. Now today, Prodigy made yet another exposed video on Lost and Unbound, basically rebuttaling for Lost and Unbound making a video about exposing them. Now let's dive into this, but I'm seeing a lot of discrepancies in Prodigy's video that we just gotta analyze and expose his ass for this shit he's doing too.
It took you way too long to make that weak rebuttal that you made. All your editors are coming out of the sweatshop. You're gonna have to go get new ones.
Most recently, the people I've been working with have been between $60 and $100 I'll pay to do a part of the video.
Now right off the bat, I actually see Prince coming in and actually catching LNU on a lie. Like, Lost straight up said that he paid people $60 to $100 as of recent to edit his videos, when in a screenshot that Prince actually just posted right now, you guys are seeing that he's actually been paying some dude as of last month $10 per video. Now this is the discrepancy, or a little more detailed than actually analyzing shit. I actually see something different. Now if we zoom in to actually read this dude's tweet, who's actually been saying, I'm getting ripped off, I've been getting paid $10 per video, as per LNU saying he's been paying $60 to $100, LNU was lying. Now at the same time, I'm actually reading his tweet and actually analyzing this shit. Come here, fuck with me. It says, hey LNU, you kind of forgot to pay me. Just a friendly reminder, when you get the chance, can you pay me? It's $60 now, with the 6 cut-ups total from last week or this week. So, okay, so this kid does 6 video cut-ups for Lost and Unbound. Now, this is what I don't understand. Now, does he do just that part, or does he do the entire video? Are you editing an entire video taking 2 to 3, 4 hours and screwing yourself, only charging 10? Or are you just basically only cutting up the video like my Madden videos, basically cut, next play, cut, next play, cut, next play, cut? That shit's easy. I can do that in like 20 minutes. Like, so the thing is if that's what this kid is doing, ain't no goddamn way he deserves more than $10 an hour for just cutting up a video and sending it to somebody else with to add the effects. Now, if this kid is editing the entire videos and it takes him maybe 2 to 3 hours, that's his dumbass fault for actually doing that for only $10. But from what I see, it says 6 cut-ups and it says $60. It seems like he's just cutting up the play and sending it to somebody else. Now, if he's not in taking his time, it's kind of on him. Don't get finessed. Now, at the same time, Lost is still a cheap motherfucker if he's only saying he's giving him 10 when he's telling people he's giving them 60.
This man said that he gave me $1,000 for me to move, you know, because he cares so much about me, for me to move. What does this screenshot say right here? This says for me to pay him back, right? The PayPal of me paying him back the amount that he said that he gave to me. Fam, you shouldn't have made that video, because now you're lying even more. You're making it worse on yourself.
Now hold on, this is where I start seeing Prodigy just kind of fucking exaggerating shit, because I never heard LNU say that he gave him the money.
Wait, Greg, why is this one $1,025? When he wanted to move to a new apartment, you know, when you move to a new apartment, it's not just a single month of rent, you gotta pay a few months of rent down. So they needed some extra cash. To help out, I paid a few weeks in advance, and I sent what they needed in this check just to make sure they could get that ahead.
Okay, now after watching that video, I never saw Lost and Unbound in his rebuttal video to everybody say that he actually
gave to me
$1,000. What I hear LNU say is that he actually paid them in advance $1,000. Now the weird thing is the numbers don't even add up, because in the screenshot that Prince actually shows, it says that it's only $800 plus $400, that's $1,200, but LNU gave him a check for $1,025. So that's $175 more than what Prince is claiming that he's giving. Like, so basically the numbers don't add up. I'm confused here. So did LNU front them extra money that we didn't see? Did he do them a favor? Why did he send more money back than he received from the LNU check? I'm confused.
Now let me move on to Prince. Prince is an editor I worked with months ago. 3 weeks ago in November, he sent me this message asking if he could come back working again with the editing.
The second lie that he made was he said that I tried to crawl back to the sweatshop. Who goes to sweatshops? Like, he cut off the part when I asked, oh, what is that? More money. You wouldn't work with me anymore because you wouldn't pay me more money.
Now again, Prince goes on to over exaggerate and say that Lost says he made him
crawl back,
when in reality all Lost did was actually show screenshots of some shit and say, hey, he wanted to come back to work for me.
3 weeks ago in November, he sent me this message asking if he could come back working again with the editing.
Crawl back.
He didn't say it in a bad way. He didn't say it that, oh, he was coming back to me crying. But wait, there's more. Now, if you actually step back and think and read and analyze instead of picking sides and staying neutral, you actually see that in that conversation, it actually shows that Prince is saying, I wouldn't want to do it for $60 like before. So basically, we're seeing that Prince has been paying or had been paid $60 per video or per week or per something, somehow, some way. He at first claims that he was only getting paid $15 per video, which was probably true, but obviously he got a raise if he specifically states in the chat saying, I want to do it for $60 like before, and he asked for more money, but LNU doesn't even respond back and he gets mad. It seems that he's just salty and mad that he didn't get rehired and is using Skype messages and all this shit from like a year ago to just kind of clout chase and get some views or some shit. He's got like 30,000 subscribers from 15.
So let's say each part takes about 1 to 2 hours. 1 hour on a shorter video, 2 hours if it's like a really longer video. Let's say the absolute minimum, that's $30 an hour.
Oh, dang it, you're right, man. It actually doesn't take me 10 hours. If you guys look at this, he sends me the video at 1 a.m. and I send him the video back at 2.
Now this is where Prodigy is starting to get annoying as shit because, okay, he's like acting like the fucking victim from a year ago and just now coming out with it clout chasing. But the thing is, like, let's just read this shit and analyze, staying neutral. Now Lost is still a cheap motherfucker. He was paying this kid $10 per video for cut-ups. I don't know, that needs to be cleared up. But it doesn't change the fact that this conversation actually took place. And look at what he says. Lost goes on to say, so keep that in there too. If you want, you could start the first part of the pack opening and just wake up at a reasonable time tomorrow and do the rest. So Lost actually sent him a file at 1 o'clock. Yes, unreasonable time. He says you could wake up at a reasonable time and do that. Now, if Prince chooses to stay up all night and work on that video, that's his fucking fault. Now, the thing is, he actually claims he calls him throughout the entire night to try to get to talk to him and blah, blah, blah. But I see some discrepancies here. Because if you actually pay attention to the times, it's 1:35 a.m. that Prince calls Lost one time. Then it's like, what, 10 hours later, he actually calls him back at 10:39 or 10:30 something. So there was like an 8-hour gap in between. Now, Prince can say and claims that he worked on that video for 10 hours, or he probably got up early morning and worked on it. The thing is, he's not providing proof, and we're all supposed to take that to face value. I've been seeing a lot of discrepancies in Prince's videos and shit that I'm starting to wonder. Like, staying neutral, Lost is still a cheap motherfucker, don't get me wrong, but Prince is also just clout chasing shit from a year ago. Now, all this shit happened on December 6, 2015, that conversation we just talked about. If we go back and look at Lostnunbound's Social Blade stats, you can see that on December 7th, 2015, he had 151,000 subscribers. The thing is that puts shit into perspective. Lost wasn't crazy big. So, I mean, how could he afford to pay somebody $60 a video depending on how many videos he was putting out? The dude was barely blowing up. Now, again, as per Social Blade stats, Lostnunbound's daily views as of December 6th of 2015 were 135,000 views for that day. Now, he had his spikes, he's had his ups and downs, but he wasn't crazy big yet in 2015 when all this bullshit and all those screenshots you guys are seeing from. So from what I'm seeing here, let's just tell you guys, let's just get into the YouTube game. If you're in it, I've been in it. I've had some videos that have hit 1 million views, 100,000 views, so I kind of know the CPMs depending on how they are. So per 100,000 views, 135,000 views per day at Lost, let's say he was making, let's say $100 to $150 a day per video depending on how many he uploaded. So the thing is, he goes to that and you actually take that at the end of the month. Lost at that point in time with 150,000 subs at 130,000 average views per day, he was making roughly about $3,500 to $5,000 depending how good the advertisers were paying. Now the thing is this kid is new to this shit. He's barely hiring like people. He's barely hiring people like Prince. I'm paying you $50 per video, blah blah blah. He probably can't afford this shit, or he probably could, but he was skimping down a little low. The thing is, here's the difference. People are acting like Lostnunbound in 2015 was making $60,000 a month, when in reality he was probably only making $3,000 to $6,000 a month. Rough estimate, but you guys get what I'm saying. He's new new to it, barely blowing up, and these motherfuckers are mad now a year later.
Don't mention me ever again in your videos. You're done. If you mention me again, I'm gonna have to get him to get his stories. You know what you did to him.
So Prince is trying to continue the clout chase. This is where it's rubbing me the wrong. He's trying to keep this shit going. He's already doubled his subscribers, all this bullshit, all that stuff. Now, I mean, Prince was probably done wrong, and you know what? Lost is still a cheap motherfucker and should have made it right. The thing is now he's threatening to get up another buddy, an old editor of him, to come out and expose him. Now, that's fine. I really want to know, did he really do you wrong? Don't come out with some stupid shit about a year ago. Don't come out with some shit of 2015, or he did this, he did it. Come out with some actual shit that he really did you wrong somehow, some way, like telling you, move across the country, I'll pay for an apartment for you, I'll pay you, and he never did. If he does that and leaves you out and dry, like homeless under a fucking bridge, let us know. But enough of the bullshit ass Skype screenshots, this screenshot, leaked audio about this and that. He did me wrong from a year ago. No, this shit is relevant now. If it's recent he did you wrong, I would love to hear Prince Prodigy's friends like shit of what he's gonna say, because obviously you know the video's coming. I'm pretty positive they're gonna want to continue this drama and clout chasing to try to continue and double their subscribers. But wait, there's more, motherfuckers, because Lostnunbound actually uploaded a video while I was making this video, and I was like, oh good, this is a good top off at the end of the video. Watch his apology and see what he says.
A lot of people ask him about two things that I didn't mention. First thing was overusing clickbait.
Now, Lost apologizes for clickbait thumbnails. That I feel he really shouldn't apologize, because everybody uses clickbait. I don't care how bad it is. Everybody does it on a consistent daily basis, and how come a 5 million subscriber channel can do it and he can't, or even I can't? Because I'm clickbaiting the fuck out of these videos and people ain't coming at me. The thing is, he's big, everybody's roasting at him, he's got momentum going against him right now, and that's why people, and you know, he apologized. I don't even think he should have apologized for that shit, honestly. YouTube is nothing but clickbait.
The second thing is using other people's ideas without giving them credit, without shouting them out in the video and then putting the link in the description.
Now, on the second issue, LNU finally apologized for stealing people's ideas and all that bullshit, which is cool. I mean, I understand. I wouldn't apologize for stealing somebody's idea. I don't give a fuck. So if I make it my own and add my own twist, I would give a shout out, maybe like, hey, thanks for doing that. But I'm not linking your ass in the description because I made it my own. You just inspired me. So people should be happy people are getting inspired instead of trying to be like, you're copying me. They're acting like kids on the fucking internet. That's the thing. Anyways, hope you guys do enjoy the video. Be sure, comment, like, subscribe, and remember, if you guys want me to cover a story, let me know in the comments below. I'm out.